Hello everybody, my name is Zool, and welcome to Zool's Suggested Software. In today's episode, we are going to be looking at a piece of software that I have been using for quite some time and have been really loving it. Those of you who've watched a lot of my later videos will have noticed these strange little windows that I have on my desktop that hold my icons in them. This is the program Fences, and what Fences is a desktop organization software. It allows you to create shared areas, kind of folders, on your desktop to hide icons. These can actually scroll, as you can see here, so you don't have to have every single icon visible, but they are readily accessible. It also has the ability to define separate rules, so you can have different icons showing up at different times. For example, I can double click on my desktop and have some of my personal folders appear, and if I double click on it again, they will hide. You can actually scroll over to completely new windows, which I will show you later, and you can also create different portals from different folders. So now that I've given you a brief overview of Fences, I think it's time for us to dig in and look at it in a little bit more detail. So first up, you can pretty much create a fence anywhere by dragging, dropping a box, and you can create either a fence or a folder portal. A folder portal basically allows you to open up a different folder. So I can actually select the Documents folder here, which will allow you to quickly access anything you put in your My Documents folder. Obviously, I don't want that right now, but if you would like it, you can have it. You can basically do this for any folder. So if you're me, for example, you might want to create a folder portal for your uploads. These are the videos that I upload to my channel, or perhaps to your mods, anything like that. But the main thing I use it for is to organize my icons. I have a lot of icons on my desktop, especially since I do a lot of these modding videos, and I use my desktop as a workspace. And if I don't have Fences installed, it's a huge mess. Let's take, for example, the modding fence that I've created over here. I'm just going to move this around and scroll it down, and you'll see there is a ton of different icons in here. Just so you know, these fences can all be resized to however you would like. They can scroll, and you essentially have full control over these fences. We're going to go ahead and take a quick look at some of the other features, however. I have it set up so that if I middle click and drag, I can actually open up an entire new window. So these are different desktops. They're functionally the same desktop, but with all the different icons. So in my case, I could have made a video desktop that I scroll over to, and it just has all of my video stuff on it. In this case, I just threw some recording software and a link to my Ventrilo server over here. And if we scroll back, we can go over to my main desktop again. Let's look at the configuration options for Fences next, because it has a lot of really cool utility to it. So first off, we're going to take a look at the home page, where it gives you some nice tutorials and allows you to do some quick hiding, auto organizing, and something called layout snapshots. So it actually remembers where your icons are, so you can load different setups. So if you accidentally mess up your desktop, you can actually go back and load a previous save. Again, you can set up the double clicking to hide. That's the option right here, which allows you basically to click hide things. And if you'd like to exclude something, you right click on it and you essentially click exclude from Fences quick hide. So we'll do that with an icon right here. I do this for my videos. If I want to spotlight this mod, I will exclude it from Fences quick hide, double click, and it will not disappear. If I uncheck that, it will disappear until I bring that back. Pretty cool. Folder portals, as I showed you earlier, allow you to see a folder on your desktop and actually instantly access the icons. This is pretty cool. I can go ahead and create a folder icon, for example, that goes to my Steam apps or something like that. I can click OK, and then I can just create it. You have to resize these things, obviously, to make them proper, but I can resize it into just this little window here, one by one, throw it in the corner, and then if I ever need to get to a folder for any of my Steam games, they're right there. This is more like creating a shortcut than anything else, as opposed to actually having the icons on your desktop, because you're actually going into the folder itself. Okay, there's a bunch of other folder options here, including style options and layouts, and we will look at those in a moment, but I don't want this video to be too long. Next up is desktop pages. You can change a bunch of the settings here, including a light bounce. So if I scroll over, it adds that little bounce. I don't know if you can see that. Stuff sort of swings there and then swings back. Just another really kind of cool little feature to make it look good. Thank you, Heroes of the Storm. And again, there's a bunch of other sorting options. You can have all new icons go into a special fence if you'd like that. So you can have a special fence for stuff that you drag to your desktop. You can use it as a workspace. It's really good if you make videos, or perhaps you can have a schoolwork desktop, a gaming desktop, and, you know, 3D modeling or an artwork desktop, that kind of thing. You can scroll around and keep things going. You know, you could have one that looks a little bit more professional that you use for business purposes, and then one that you use for fun, something like that. There's also snapping, which does the snapshots of your desktop. So we're going to take a quick look here, and we can see it even saves the wallpaper and things like that. So this is the first time I used fences here. This is how I set up my icons. You can see it's really wide. That's because I am using 2 monitors here. So I have a lot of icons that are also sitting along the other monitor that you don't ever see in my videos. And then if you take a snapshot now, there we go. It will take a snapshot of this desktop that we have here, and we can actually go ahead and load them. We can open them up, that kind of thing. It's really, really cool. And we can also change how far apart things are, how the snapping works. All these fences can be titled, or in this one's case, not titled. You can also adjust the color, the appearance, so they can be red. You can have them be a really awesome, ugly yellow, a nice pink. You know, you can really color coordinate it. You can adjust the transparency to be pretty much invisible to really, really standing out. Label colors, you can pretty much do whatever you want. Fences is available for $9.99 as a single purchase. Thank you very much for watching. I have been Zool, and I have suggested Fences. If you're interested in trying this program out, there will be a link in the description. You can take a 30-day trial for free. After that, it is a single purchase of $10.99. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope you're enjoying the suggested software as much as I enjoyed making them. It's nice, a little bit refreshing, a little bit easier to make than some of my other videos, and I've been having a lot of fun. I've been trying to have a lot more fun on my channel lately, as I've been getting a little bit burnt out, and I'm trying to get back into it, so yeah. Please consider subscribing and leave me some feedback. It'll make me feel better. I've been Zool. I hope you have an excellent day.